your job end to end as a product leader is editing. Whether you do it at a macro level, where you're setting direction, you're helping set vision, strategy, you're helping set high level goals or top down goals, what you're trying to really do is you're trying to edit. You need to think about your role as that of an editor, which means a couple of things. One, it means that you're inviting ideas. The main reason you're inviting ideas is so that your team actually feels like they are part of the process. Now, of course, it goes without saying you will probably get some ideas you didn't have before. So there's certainly a benefit to that. But don't underestimate the value of making people feel included. This applies to your direct team, also applies to your stakeholders. As you are doing that, your job as an editor is to identify the good stuff and amplify that. Now, when it comes to the micro level, that's where this concern of micromanagement can come in. So this is where you might be asking for a PRD, and you might be providing detailed comments on the PRD. Or you might be asking for a review of the mock-up that the design team has produced, not in its final stage, but somewhere in the intermediate stage. And you might be asking to review the product just before it's going to get shipped so that you can ensure that it is high quality. Or you might be asking to review a presentation that somebody on your team is going to do at all hands. Or you might be asking to review a presentation that somebody on your team is going to present to the CEO at a product review. This is where some people have this concern that, oh, I don't want to feel like a micromanager. I'll share a couple of core things that I learned all the hard way on how to do this. One thing is, you have to adopt a default mode, and your default mode should be that of not a micromanager. Make that clear through your actions, not your words, through your actions, where you're giving people problems, you're giving people goals that they need to go out and get, and you are giving them a lot of freedom. You're not checking in with them on Slack 5 times a day. You're not checking in with them on what's the status of this, what's the status of this, what's the status of this all the time. That's not your default mode. Once you've established through your actions, not just your words, through your actions, that your default mode is not that of a micromanager, here's the master stroke. This is something I learned from a previous manager of mine. The master stroke is then for the high leverage things. What you do is you have a specific conversation with your team member. And I suggest you be very honest, which is, look, my default mode is not to micromanage, and it's to give you a lot of freedom in determining what needs to happen and how it needs to happen. This specific project is an extremely high leverage project for these reasons. So I'm going to ask for your help with deviating from my default, which is, for this project, I will want to engage with you on a much more frequent basis, on a much more detailed basis than I typically do. I'm so glad that you are running the project. I would not have given you this project if I did not have faith in your skills and your leadership abilities. However, as a responsible leader, it is very important that I help ensure that the direction of this product, the quality of this product, right to the pixel level, is as good as we all want it to be. So therefore, you will see me come across as micromanaging in this situation for this project. And I want to tell you that's a feature, not a bug. But you can also rest assured that at the right time, when this project is on the right track and we both feel comfortable that it's going to go great, I will go back to my default mode. Is that okay with you? That's the way to have that conversation. Remember, all your problems are messaging problems. And once you do it this way, it actually creates a really magical effect where people are excited about you getting involved in the details because they understand that you're not doing it out of lack of trust or faith, and you're not trying to disempower them.